Good morning. This is Ollie from Germany, from Midlife Gamer, and yeah, I thought it's time for another unboxing. Hasn't been done in far too long, so I would say let's get right to it. See what we got here. Let's see. I need to. Yeah, there we go. Ooh, let's have a look. So, what is this? Not what I expected. What is this? GamesCom, Midlife Gamer, Press Pass. Oh my god! Oh my god! It's GamesCom! It's GamesCom! Oh my god! I need to get Darren from the airport. Okay, guys. Oh my god. I need to suit up. Do this. Was ist los? Get over here.
German efficiency, I'll tell you how late am I?
Welcome to the land of the world champions.
Yes, the land of German efficiency where everybody's late.
Let's see if we can get us both over there.
Deutschland selfie.
Yes! Let's get you home. Okay, Darren. This is it. Schloss Olli. Here are the keys.
Yeah. Damn straight. Come on.
Do it.
Walker's crisps. Hey, the boy's looking after me.
Yeah, we went shopping. Last minute shopping. I got the baggage. So all the way up.
What?
All the way up. Third floor. No bloody elevator.
30 hours I've been away. So I'm saying 30 hours. So if I'm a bit crabby, that's why.
It's all free, so shut up. I need to walk this every day. Every day. When I have to move out next year, I'm gonna be carrying all my furniture down here.
This one?
All the way. All the way. Getting closer. Okay, that's the one. See if the key fits.
All right. Some of them.
Okay.
Schloss Olli.
Schloss Olli. Go straight on. That's the living room. As he's putting the bag down.
We're having a breakdancing competition.
Wait. There you go. Okay, Darren. Schloss Olli. going to show you around now. So you already have seen your voluptuous bed.
It's my bed, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, it's my bed.
Yeah, graciously gifted by Lorne.
Did you blow this up yourself?
It's electrical. There's
Oh, don't tell me that.
power plug in there.
I wanted to picture behind you there.
Yes, I did that. I did that.
Okay.
So in that corner, you've already seen there is the PC corner.
Okay.
You can see there's where the magic happens. The PC, a beautiful talk.
Okay.
There's the Mac.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, you might have seen those two beautiful guys. And of course, popular girls.
Of course.
And in this corner, we have the kitchen. Never seen on tape. I think in my original Ollie script video, I never showed my absolutely stunning kitchen with all the kitchen tools that I have. Isn't it amazing? You know this one where the dishes get washed, the dishwasher, yeah, it's broken. It just looks nice.
Oh, I've got one of those as well. Mine's fucked. Don't worry about it.
It was so nice when I first moved in, but after 5 years or so, it just broke down.
Okay.
So yeah, all the PC collector's edition stuff and whatever.
Sexy stuff. All the
bits and bobs, yeah.
bits and bobs.
Yeah.
All that shizzle.
Ollie, as he was in the army.
Okay.
Also here, yeah. My German army gratitude for the Bundesrepublik Deutschland, yeah.
Is that like a thanks for everything, mate?
Thanks for everything. Miss.
Okay.
This is the iOS room, as we might call it. The bathroom.
Okay.
Hello. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Take a shit.
iOS toilet.
iOS toilet and the iOS
Very nice. Very
camera.
nice.
I got you here. Brand new, all for you.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes. Very
everything.
Nice. Very nice.
We don't open this door.
We don't.
This is
There's
secret.
a body in there.
Show you off camera.
There's Lorne in there.
We don't tell this on camera.
Okay.
It's a secret room. And this room, this is the room you might know.
Oh, now I recognise this. This is the unboxing table.
This is the unboxing table, yes. This is me sitting normally on the bed,
Yes.
filming this.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, this is the bed. This is all the video games.
Oh, my God.
You in my man, this is my man cave.
This is a man cave and a half. Wow.
And you see all around you now, I
Wow.
put them on the wall. Everything from
Wow.
Ultima 2 up to
this is
online, everything.
Incredible. This is like an Aladdin's cave of video game history. This is amazing.
Yeah, see every console here except that bloody Xbox One. It's too dark, you can't really see. I don't have much light in here. I usually, when I do my recordings, I have the second light here with more watts, have more light, and the light on top.
Yes.
And that's it. That's
How many PlayStation 3s do you own?
3. I got a fat one. This one, the fat one.
Yeah.
This is the one that I gifted to Mrs. Ollie. Then I bought 2 slims. The one I don't have the package here. It was a collector's thing with Move and everything. I bought that, but because one of the slims, the laser broke down. Then I repaired the laser, and then I had 3.
So here we are at the Köln Messe here in gorgeous, beautiful, sunny Cologne. Here ready day one of Gamescom. We've got loads of things to do, an amazing amount of games to go and see. So I'm not going to waste too much time stood here on the steps talking to you guys. Let's get in there and see what's going on.
That's crazy, isn't it? This is what I told you.
Right, we are here at Gaijin Entertainment in their booth. I'm with Alexander from Gaijin. Really good to talk to you. You've just shown us some amazing things and what's coming up in the near future for War Thunder. Can you just tell the viewers a little more about what you've just shown us right here?
Okay, sure. Here at GamesCom we are showing the content from our upcoming huge update for the game. So we are going to release new tanks, new planes, new maps, and also some new cool features. For example, you will be able to see the kill cam, and it shows you from which side your tank was hit, what happened inside of your tank, like your crew members were killed or maybe your munition detonated. And it will help new players to better understand what's going on, because our game is quite hardcore in this regard. We don't have any hit points, our damage model is very realistic. So this new feature will help the new players to better understand the mechanics and to be more competitive. Also, we are going to release the new race mode. So it is the fun new mode for those who are tired of fighting. So you can create this quick match and you can just see who will be the fastest with your friends. And also we are talking about Shield tablet version of War Thunder, which we announced recently, and this will be the standalone Android version of War Thunder, but it is also going to be cross-platform, so you will be playing with the same account on the same server with users from PC, PlayStation 4, macOS, and also in this new update 1.43 we are going to release the Linux version, by the way. I forgot to tell about this.
Okay, so one of the other things that you showed us was the user-generated content, and you're taking that a step further forward and allowing users to get a little money back. Are you able to talk about that a little more?
Of course. So we are going to launch the revenue share program, and our users already have the ability to create new content for the game, like new tanks, new maps, new camouflages, stuff like this. And they can share it on our special website. And we are going to pick the best user-made content, and we want to integrate it into the game to make it available for everyone else. So the idea is that this user content will be sold for real money. It will be some cosmetic items like skins for tanks or planes. And when someone buys this, we are going to share up to 25% of revenue with the creator of this content. So we really think this feature will help to generate a lot more user content and motivate them. But we already have a lot of tremendous content created by our users, and we are very happy that we gave them the tools and see what they're doing with it.
Fantastic stuff. Now, I want to talk to you about the tanks for a little while. Now, I like my tanks. Let's be fair. And one of the cool things that you showed us today was the multi-turreted tanks. Can you talk to us a little more about that and how cool that is?
Yeah, there were some multi-turreted tanks during the World War II, and War Thunder will be the only game to have the support for it. Not just the model, but the real separate turrets. For example, we have the Soviet T-35 tank. It has 5 turrets, so and 3 of them has the cannons, and you will be able to control them separately. So you will be able to fire into different directions at once, or you can aim all 3 cannons into one target and destroy it. And well, the mechanics for this are the same like we use for our bombers already, because bombers have a lot of turrets and you can switch between them. So the idea is the same basically.
Okay, so let's talk a little more about the tech that we've got going forward. I mean, just to my left, we've got Oculus Rift running. It looks absolutely amazing. By the time this goes up, other announcements will have been made. Could you talk a little more about those right now?
Yes, War Thunder supports Oculus Rift for quite some time, over the year already. And here at Gamescom, we are showing it on Oculus Rift DK2, the newest one. But also here at Gamescom, we announced that War Thunder will be playable on Project Morpheus for the Sony PlayStation 4. So we are really excited about this because our game is a flight simulation from the beginning, and it's really cool when you are inside the cockpit. You can look around, you can see the enemy planes on your seats, stuff like this. Very immersive.
That's really cool. One of the other amazing things that you showed us was the physics model and the real damage that can be done to buildings. How far away is that from being implemented into the game that we play?
Well, we have a lot of new technologies at work right now, but we really can't go into detail because it's really a prototype right now, because we have to think about performance issues, stuff like this. We are going to talk about this a bit later.
So one final question from me. We talked about the new nations and new tanks and new planes being added. Could you tell the viewers a little more about those?
Yes, in this upcoming update we are going to add more than 20 new planes and tanks into the game. So our German and Japanese players, I mean the players who are playing for Germany or Japan, are really excited about this because we are going to add several new jet planes for these nations, so they will be more competitive at high tiers. Also, we are going to add the whole lineup of German anti-air vehicles, because in War Thunder there are combined battles between tanks and planes controlled by the players, and this is where the anti-air comes in.
Well, that's great, Alexander. Thank you so much for your time. It's been a genuine pleasure talking to you. Good luck with the rest of Gamescom, and hopefully we'll see you in the near future. And War Thunder now available on PC, PlayStation 4, coming soon to
Linux, and it is also available on macOS.
There you go. That's lovely stuff.
Okay, Mr. Pfister. This is your first German currywurst.
Okay. Any special way I need to eat this?
You can first dip in the bread, just flavor the
bread. Let's get straight
flavor
to the
the
meat.
sauce.
Let's get straight to the meat.
Then go straight to the meat.
Oh,
Take a little picker.
it's pre-selected. So what's this curry powder on it?
There's curry powder. Yes, it's a bratwurst that's chopped off,
Okay.
and then you get the sauce,
Okay, let's
special
do
curry
this.
sauce.
Ooh, that's nice. I like that. Let's have some more.
Tepik is gonna hate you right now.
Oh, das ist gut, ja.
That is good. Very good. So I'm gonna be joining you. I got my own. So
Enjoy. Beautiful.
let's have some currywurst. Nom nom nom.
My first beer. My first proper German beer. What is this? Kolsch?
This is called Kölsch. This is Frühkölsch. Yes. From tap, nice and cold.
Okay, so I am here with Johan and Sebastian. Okay, I don't know where Bach is. That's a terrible joke. I wish I hadn't have said that, but these guys are here, and these guys are from Skill Tree Studios, and they've got a really cool game that they want to talk to you about. We just had a demonstration of it. It's called Crux. I must say I'm blown away, but I'm not going to talk anymore. I want to hand over to you guys and tell us a little more about the game and why you think people should be playing it.
Well, first of all, we're really happy that finally people are playing it, because a short time ago we didn't expect to be already here at Gamescom with our title. And we have observed people playing, and we have seen both, because we give them the chance to just pause the game, give detailed commands, do the planning, think ahead. But their players, they are more into the real-time playing. Like myself and more Sebastian, he's into the detailed planning, going ahead. So we're really happy to have a broad audience available and see it live here.
I mean, so effectively what we're looking at is a heist game which is set in the 70s. There are heist games quite popular at the moment. You've got the likes of Payday and Battlefield Hardline, but you guys take a different view of it. You're taking it from a third-person, top-down perspective, isometric, should we say, and liking it to a game that I grew up loving when I was much younger man. Commandos, very much within that style. And when you said that during the demonstration, that kind of tugged a heartstring with me because I absolutely adored that game. Can you just talk a little more about your decisions around the design of the game itself?
Yeah, definitely. First of all, the most important thing was we want people that they use their brain as a gameplay element. They have to do a lot of thinking and planning, but with a UI which is really common and easy to understand, and we always provide, here, these are the things you can do, but you have to choose wisely what you do, because the consequences can be bad. This is our main focus, planning, thinking. This is really important, and the early, come back to the early 70s setting, it's not overdone yet, and the music is still popular, and people have a cliche look on it, but it's always positive. So this was the basis for our decision.
Okay, can you talk to us a little bit about when the game is coming out and what platforms you plan to release it on?
Yes, it's coming out. Oh no!
The game is coming out second quarter 2015. We are coming on Windows, on Mac, and SteamOS Linux.
Well, there you go. Crux, it's on the horizon. Look out for it. We thoroughly enjoyed the demonstration. Johann Sebastian, thank you so much for your time. It's an absolute pleasure. Good luck with the rest of the show. So I'm here now with Realmforge Studios. I've got Corbinian and Victor here. These are both very important guys, massively. Well, I mean, what is it you guys do? Corbinian, you're the technical director, and Victor, you are the art director. So clearly very involved in the development of this game. They've just given us a demonstration of their new title, Dungeons 2, and I've got to say, this could be one of my most favourite games of the show so far. Okay, I'm not just saying that, guys, just to make you feel better, but genuinely, this has blown me away. But Corbinian, can you just tell us a little more about the game, what it's about, and why you think it's such an important title that people are going to want to play?
What we're trying to do with Dungeons 2 is to rectify some of the criticisms we got for Dungeons 1. We want to make you evil again. We got a lot of feedback that people really did want to have a much more of a Dungeon Keeper-like feel. You want to nurture your own units, you want to make them as good as you can, and then you want to go on the outside, you want to go on the overworld and really kill the heroes where they come from, and that's what we're trying to give the players this time.
Okay, so I mean, what we've got is, for people who've maybe played Dungeon Keeper, it's that type of game. I mean, how would you describe it to somebody who's never played a Dungeons game before?
What you're doing in this game is you're building your own dungeon. That you can build your own treasuries, you can build your own units, you can build a brewery to brew beer that your horde units are going to want to drink. You can build Tinkerer's Cave where you can research doors and traps to kill all those nasty heroes coming into your dungeon. And you really try to make a thriving dungeon where your units are happy, where your units want to live, and where you can then use it as a base to go outside and rob the outside.
Yeah, I mean, that was one of the real, I guess, surprising reveals to me, is that you're doing all this stuff within your dungeon, and all of a sudden you can take your band of baddies into the overworld and actually do other stuff. How early on in the development stage did you make that decision?
It was a process, really. We knew very early that we wanted to go where the heroes come from. It wasn't really satisfying to just have them come into a dungeon through some portal. You wanted to go out there. If they can come in, why can't I go out there? And that was really a process where we decided, okay, we want to build a real overworld where we can also do level design, where we can do quest design, where we can give rewards to the player, where we can have pink unicorns that we can then kill on some place.
Okay, Victor, I'm just going to ask you a question around the art design. What do you think is important to this game that sets it apart from others in terms of art style?
Yeah, I think what was most important for us was to have the player, that the player really has a connection to his units. So really wanted to have those big, huge, colorful and funny, comical creatures for the player to control. And another thing was, like, we have this outside world for the first time, and we really wanted to have it look like this fantasy, this colorful fantasy world which you want to crush as the dungeon lord. You want to have to make this into an evil Mordor-like desolate outside world, which is uniquely yours.
This is fantastic. Guys, I'm absolutely gagging to play this game right now, but I can't because it's not released yet. Can you tell us when it's coming out and also what platforms it's going to be available to play on?
It's going to come out in the first quarter of 2015, and it will be available for PC, Mac and Linux, and SteamOS.
So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Dungeons 2. I'm going to be all over this when it gets released, but we're going to leave you guys to it. Thank you very much. Good luck with the rest of the show. And we're going to go and look at something else. Okay, the British have officially invaded Germany. I'm here in the UK independent gaming area. I've got Nick and Paul who have joined me from Firefly Studios. Now these guys are, they're going to be talking about a game very shortly. But before that, can you just tell us a little bit about your studio, how it was formed, and a little bit of history about the studio itself?
Sure, so Firefly's actually been around for quite a long time. The company was actually founded in 1999. And the first game was Stronghold, which came out in 2001. So our bosses, Eric and Simon, they used to work for Impressions Games, who released games like Caesar, Lords of the Realm, and those kind of city builder type games. And so when they left Impressions, what they wanted to do was take their expertise from the games they made at Impressions, and basically, so they combined Caesar 3, which is like kind of city builder, with a castle game, which is like Lords of the Realm. They glued it together, and that's how Stronghold came about. And that was released in 2001, and became a bit of a surprise hit. It sold. It's gone on to sell. Well, the series has sold like something like 6 million copies. So over the years, and we're actually showing Stronghold Crusader 2 here, which is a sequel to Stronghold Crusader, which actually came out originally in 2002. The big difference between a Stronghold game and a Stronghold Crusader game is where a Stronghold is predominantly story-based, so mission-based, and it's got quite a strong narrative to it. Crusader is all about skirmish. So what we mean by that is up to 8 players, all on the same map, all with their own castle, fighting it out to the death.
Fantastic. Okay, well, enough chat from us. Let's have a look at the game itself. And while it's being played here, you just want to talk us through a few of the things that are going on.
I see. So, as I was saying, Stronghold is a city builder meets an RTS, which means that you need to have a strong economy to support your military. So, in this demo that we're playing now, we've pre-placed a lot of buildings, but essentially, you start off with every Stronghold game. Normally, you just start off with the keep, which is that central building you can see in the middle there. And what you need to do is you need to mine resources. So you put down wood camps, and you get woodcutters. Woodcutters go to trees, chop down trees, gather wood. Wood is taken to your stockpile. Using wood, you can make buildings. Then there's a stone quarry again. So with stone, you make castle walls and towers, and so to build up your castle. And with then you also got weapons workshops. So using the wood or the iron, you can make weapons, which again allows you to build troops. So it's really, Stronghold's all about, castles. It's all about creating the ultimate castle simulator, and it's why it's a really easy game for people to understand, because right from the early days, right, when we were at school, the only interesting thing in history was generally, things to do with medieval times where they did really dumb things, kings, queens, swordsmen, archers, catapults, everybody. You wouldn't want to live in the medieval times, but you'd quite like to, if you could do it without getting killed, have a go at a medieval siege or something like that. So it's all about, what we're simulating here is pretty much everything that is medieval. And Stronghold Crusader 2 is set in the Crusades, so it's set in the desert. One of the things in a Stronghold game you've got to do is you've got to feed your peasants. So there's that whole economic system is running through it. You've got to keep your peasants happy. And as long as they're happy to be soldiers, and they're happy to run your economy. So one thing, because it's set in the desert, your area of fertile land is actually limited. So we use that as a gameplay effect. So you've got limited area to actually place these farms, which allows you to feed peasants. And so what we often do is we often design maps around putting that grassy area in between two castles. So the two players have actually got to fight over it, which is, just a really nice gameplay mechanic, and it really fits in with using the landscape to generate gameplay. We do the same thing with stone and things like that. Shared resources make a great, because you end up, it's not only a military war, it's also an economic war, which is a really nice, gameplay mechanic in a Stronghold game. So as you can see here, Nick's building up his army. So up here you've got the barracks at the top there, which basically where you create your standard troops. Standard troops require weapons and they require gold. And also you've also got a mercenary post. So there's basically 20 military units in the game. So half of them are standard, half of them mercenaries. Mercenaries, you just require gold to recruit them, and they're often some of the more interesting units. So in Crusader 2 we've got things like units like a healer. So as long as troops are standing within his vicinity, he'll actually heal them. Got a sergeant at arms who again has a similar effect. He boosts the armor of the troops around him. We got a special, if I say special abilities it sounds slightly wrong, but lots of units have got a kind of a special attack, in that often their first hit will be kind of like a big hit. So there's kind of strategy there. It's like, if you can get in the first strike, you can do, it's like to encourage kind of attacking play without forcing it too much. So what you see, the Sassanid Knights there, they got a sprint ability, and we communicate that through their dust effect on the ground. On the ground, it's one thing in the original game players like to do is they had a unit called the Horse Archer. Now, because he's an archer on a horse, he's quite powerful. And what they used to do is they just used to get horse archers and ride them around the castle. Because they're on horses, no one could actually catch up with them, which used to be a classic exploit. So we've got these Sassanid Knights who are also on horses, but they've got a sprint ability so they can engage with other horse units. So it's really about taking the great gameplay of the original and just layering on another sort of layer of strategy, really, to really kind of, especially for the old fans of the original, but because the new fans have got so much gameplay in there already to have to learn that, it's quite a challenge, and there's quite a lot in there. So.
Okay, so I've got a question for you. I've not played any of the games in this series, so as a newcomer to the game, what would I expect to be given when I first start playing? Is there a tutorial? And I guess we would lead on to another question, which would be, can I play this offline on my own, or do I have to play it online with other people?
Absolutely. So the key thing is, you say, the learning curve in a Stronghold game is quite high. So we do have a tutorial which guides you through. But what we try to do in Crusader 2 is also we're using the campaign to essentially teach players how to play the game. So we called it a learning campaign, so that we gradually introduce elements of the game into the campaign, but we drive, learning how to play the game through a light narrative, and which is, is a great way to learn the game. And then we've got also, as you're saying, what's important is multiplayer, but also single player, because in the original game, one reason it's got such a long, people have played it for such a long time, is we give them a custom skirmish mode. So the game features basically it's up to 8 players, and that can be either 8 humans or it can be 1 human versus 7 computer-controlled opponents. So you can essentially play a multiplayer game, but versus the computer. And the great thing is you can team up players whoever you want. So you can do like 2 versus 2 versus 2 versus 2, 4 versus 4. Really good players often do 1 versus 7. The veterans from old Crusader players love setting up a custom skirmish where they just pick any old map they want, they choose whichever opponents they want, and they just, they team all those opponents up against themselves.
So, okay, so you've sold me on the concept. I'm up for it. I'm ready to play this game. When's it coming out, and how can I get hold of it?
So we're actually really close to the end now. So we've got 3 weeks left of serious bug fixing, and then it's actually out on Tuesday, September the 2nd. So 3 weeks time.
3 weeks time, Tuesday, September the 2nd. You can get this game on Steam.
Steam is the primary platform for it. We're a PC developer, so it's really good, really good game. Really, fantastic multiplayer, really good single player modes, and just loads and loads of gameplay content, which we think people will be playing for a long time.
Okay, so I think this looks absolutely fantastic. I think people are going to really enjoy it. I'm going to start wrapping this interview up now. There's a couple of reasons. Firstly, this is the last appointment of the day, and we're all tired. We've all been, and also I'm getting free beer. Thank you, Britain, for that. Now, we ask the tough questions at Midlife Gamer. I've got a really important question for you guys. Okay, I've actually got 2 really important questions. First question. Okay, what is your favourite biscuit, and what is your favourite beverage? So that's a 2-parter for your first question. How would you like to answer that?
Well, you'll be surprised about quite the level of biscuit eatage in our office. It's got to epidemic levels. So we are actually experts in this. And I must admit, my preference is it's got to be a dark chocolate digestive. It's the classy man's biscuit. And that's, and mine. Okay,
and in terms of a beverage, would you dunk that biscuit?
See, every time I dunk a biscuit, I pull it out and then I lose half of it. I've not managed to succeed. The amount of times half my coffee cup has ended up with just remnants in the bottom is shocking. So
Okay. So one final question before we leave you to it, guys. And now this is a tough one. Okay, picture the scenario: sausage sandwich. Okay, presented in front of you. The choice is red sauce, brown sauce, or no sauce at all. How do you answer that one?
Look, we're Southerners. Red sauce all the way.
There you have it. Conclusive proof that red sauce is the way forward for a sausage sandwich. I've always believed that myself. So we're going to leave you guys to it. Thank you so much for showing your game. Best of luck with it. I'm sure it'll sell gangbusters and do fabulous stuff. Okay, I'm here with Jan Horak from Razer, and he's here to talk about some very exciting products that Razer have got coming to the market very, very soon. He's going to talk to us a little about it right now. Jan, take it away.
Hi, welcome to the Razer booth. We got some exciting stuff to show. As you can see here, that's the new Chroma line. That's the Black Widow Ultimate, our most famous keyboard, I would say. We just updated it to be multicolor, but different to other multicolor keyboards. As you can see, we have a lot of different effects going on, like the full color spectrum. You could also set it to illuminate just the keys you press, like a tracing function, or set different colors to different keys, all the way you like, customizable through the driver. We will also update other existing products like the Death Adder, the Kraken 7.1, also to be available multicolor, and also customizable and synchronizable through the driver, so you can set up the keys and the products all the way you want and synchronize them in the driver. Yeah.
Okay, so if I was to buy this keyboard out in stores, how much are we looking to pay for this?
It will be available in September.
Okay.
In stores, it will be $179.99.
So available September, 1799 at euros. Or okay, that's fine. And so I'm guessing it's a PC keyboard. What other special features are unique to this? Could you talk to us about that?
Of course. As said, the chroma lighting, that's what we have new here. Special about the chroma lighting is that we will also a couple of presets, which means for different games, for example, for League of Legends, it will come with a preset that only illuminates the keys you are using in the game. Same for Counter-Strike, for example. We will also have an SDK for game developers, which allows them to integrate chroma in their games. For example, in Counter-Strike, you could set up a function like when you get flashed by a flashbang, in-game all your keys glow white, for example. Or in StarCraft, if your base gets attacked, you can set like escape to blink in red to indicate the attack, for example. That's things we are working on. The second thing is we want to make it as customizable as possible, which means you will be able to set every single button with your color of preference, and you have a lot of different options like glowing in various colors, going the full color spectrum, and whatever you like. So that's, I'd say, the first really fully customizable multicolor keyboard.
That's fantastic. So ultimately, it's not going to be the cheapest keyboard on the market, but it does a really good job, and it's got all these sexy colours going on, which I'm sure you'll agree, ladies and gentlemen, is something that you're going to want to have in your life. I know I am for sure. Now, I couldn't help but notice you've got something rather sexy on your wrist, and I've got a feeling you're going to want to talk about it. So let's talk about this.
That's the Razer Naboo. You may have heard about it. We announced it at CES in January. We announced that we're working on what we call Smart Band, which means on the market right now we have smartwatches and we also have fitness bands. And what we are trying to do is bring it together and combine it with social functions as well as gamification. As you can see, it already does like fitness tracking, the meters I've walked, the calories I've burned. You can connect it to your iPhone or Android phone, which allows you to get notifications about incoming emails or calls, or sync it to Facebook to get notifications from there. And another thing is that we are working hard on implementing social functions. We're working together with a lot of developers to develop apps for this, because it's an open platform device. For example, we have a developer working on an app that allows you to high-five people that also have an Naboo, and to automatically exchange contact details, for example. So that's something we are working on. And gamification, as we are a gaming company, we are working together with game publishers. First on board is Tencent from China, who joined us yesterday and announced that they will implement the Naboo in one of their games, allowing for people to get in-game gratifications by using Naboo. For example, if they run 1 kilometer, they will get extra life in-game, for example. What also possible, for example, is for fitness applications, like if you're running with a Naboo, and the Naboo might tell you 100 meters in front of you, there's another Naboo user, try to catch him. That's something we can do. And that makes running and sport a lot more fun.
Well, as you know, I'm not the best runner in the world. In fact, I'm not a runner at all. But there is a lot of midlife gamers that are into fitness. They do the running and they do all the other. So I see that being a really essential piece of kit. So the Naboo, can you tell us when it's being released and how much it's going to cost?
It will be available for retail in Q4 this year. Right now we already have the developer units, which you can see right here. We've shipped the first 500 of them to developers, and retail will follow in Q4. and price will be, don't have a detailed price yet, well, it will definitely be below 100 euros.
Yeah, and that's absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much for your time, and it's been great to meet you, and have a fantastic Gamescom. There you go, Razor.
Okay, Darren.
What are we doing now?
We don't know. It's again Englishman versus German food. You got your Bitburger now. It's Bitburger Pilz. It's a different kind of beer. It's nice, alright. And now you have not a bratwurst or a currywurst. This is a Krakauer. Krakauer. Different kind of wurst. Okay. It's a bit darker.
Okay.
You can hold your drink.
Okay.
So you can, yes. Just take it in your mouth. Ah. It's a different kind of taste.
Oh, that's really nice.
It has more flavor to it. You like that, don't you?
That's outstanding. Oh God, I love German meat.
Yes.
Actually, this is Polish, isn't it?
Oh, I don't know. Krakow could be. Could be that it's not really German, but
I like foreign meat.
yeah. Whenever we put any sausage on the grill, Krakow should sure be part of that.
Okay, fabulous. Thank you.
Blizzards. Blizzard swag. That's what we want. Okay, Darren versus German food. The last part. I have been cooking for Darren in my little kitchen, because this delicacy you will only get in Bavaria, in the southern part of Germany. It's not you won't get it so regularly here in the western part. And this is called Weißwurst. Yeah, you will not have it on the grill, yeah, on a frying pan. It gets slowly heated in water, yeah, not boiled, just heated. You can see we have been tanking the whole evening, taking a short break. He doesn't know what he's getting into.
It looks like dog shit. It looks like dog shit.
Yeah, it's called Weißwurst because it's white. It's a white sausage. So, first of all, you need to have this with it. It's sweet mustard. So we will have to put some of that on the table in one of the corners. Okay, so that's sweet mustard. So now you need to take the skin off. So
What?
Yes. Take one of them. No. You go to the end where the opening is.
Yeah. Oh,
And then you go in there and then you rip into the skin.
Peel back the skin.
Yeah, peel back the skin. Exactly. You know how to do that.
God.
Just destroy it and then with your finger, just peel it off like you would a banana.
Like that?
Like that, yeah.
Oh
Take it
my
off.
God.
Take it all off. Take it off.
Peel it back.
Yes. That's how
Oh
it
my
goes.
God. Okay.
In Bavaria, they
Okay.
they suck it out of the skin.
I bet they do.
Yeah.
I bet they do. What goes on in Bavaria stays in Bavaria. Alright, so I've got the end. I've got the tip. Just the tip.
Oh, excuse me.
A little bit of that.
Taste it. It tastes very. I think it tastes very good. I like to eat it from time to time.
Feeling somewhat nervous about this.
You often have to this meal. You will have a pretzel, yeah, and you will have your Weissbier, yeah, in this big mug.
This is actually alright.
Of course
This,
it is.
this goes to show, the old saying goes, you don't judge a book by its cover. And you don't judge a sausage by the dog shit colour it has.
It really is very good. This is what you would eat properly in Bavaria when you are on Oktoberfest. Yeah, you would have this. Yeah,
I need to pull that skin back a bit more. Oh, it's
take it off.
It's come off in my hand here. Oh, I'm getting right into it now. Oh my God! Look at that! Look at that! Be careful, ladies.
I might have had it a bit
Oh.
too long. Yeah, just put it to the side.
Okay.
Too long in the water, it starts to get sticky.
Okay.
I'm not an expert in cooking.
Hey, this is good.
Of course. So, Darren, the week of Gamescom, it's sadly over.
I'm afraid so. Yes,
To say goodbye.
it's been an amazing week and a real roller coaster of a ride. Some amazing sights, some amazing things have gone into my belly, both alcoholic and food-wise. And I just thank you all. I've had an amazing time. And
I had as well. It was most epic days in my life, really. Having you here, like, I don't know, mind-blowing experience. Really.
anyway,
Yeah, you have to catch your
I
plane.
have to say goodbye. I have
Yeah.
a flight to catch.
Yeah,
and,
Matthew is
get
waiting.
He is
He
indeed.
gets you back, sadly. I wanted to keep you, but yeah, the price was too high for me. Couldn't pay him.
I belong to
Wouldn't
Matthew.
wouldn't part with you. So yeah.
Okay, well, best of luck and thank you very much.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Okay, and I guess one of my final questions then will be, oh, you can cut all this thing.
Jederzeit.
Okay, I am here now with Realmforge Studios. We've got Victor and Corp. I'll start again. We're going to go carry on drinking German beer, and maybe I'll go and have a little sleep in the corner. See you later.
Man fühlt sich, als wenn man